Hello good people, welcome to Smart Learning Point. In today's class, we're going to be looking at SAT Digital Test 1, Module 1, number 24. I'm excited to show you how to do this, so follow along with me as we do this together. Okay, we're given this question for line H, the table, so they give us a table and the table is for line H. It has three values of x and their corresponding values of y. Okay, so if you are to solve a question like this, the first thing that we're going to determine, we need to determine the slope, and the second thing to determine is the y-intercept, and the third thing we need to determine is the equation. Okay, so why are we doing this? So because this table is for line H, so we are going to write an equation for line H. When we are done writing the equation for line H, then we can actually use that equation for our line K. But first, to determine the equation for line H, we have to take the first step, which is getting the slope, the second step to get the y-intercept, and the third step is to write the equation of line H. Okay, so let's see how to do this. So we have to find the equation of line H. That's what we want to find now. So, and to find that, step 1, we need to first of all get the slope. So let's get the slope. So slope formula equals y2 minus y1 over s2 minus s1. Okay, so let's quickly do something. From the table, we are going to pick out 2 points from the table. Okay, so we're going to pick out 18 and 130. So that means we pick 18 comma 130, and then the second point we want to pick is 23 comma 160, 23 comma 160. Okay, so we're going to, the 18 now is going to be x1 coordinate, and the 130 is going to be y1 coordinate. The 23 is going to be s2, while the 160 is going to be y2 coordinate. Okay, so let's fix in these values into the formula of slope. So slope equals to y2 is 160, so we have 160 minus y1 is 130 divided by our s2 is 23, 23 minus our s1 is 18. Yeah, fantastic. And 160 minus 130, that is going to give us 30 divided by 23 minus 18, that is going to give us 5. Okay, so our slope is now 30 divided by 5. So 5 here 1, 5 here 6. So our slope is 6. Okay, well done. Our step 1, we've gotten the slope to be 6. Okay, so we've gotten the slope to be 6. Step 2, get the intercept. Okay, so to get the intercept, we need to know our slope. We've already determined the slope, which is m, and that gave us 6. Okay, good. Then the second thing we need to know to get our intercept, we need to pick out one of the points. You know, we make use of 18, 130 or 23, 160. So we're going to pick one of the points. So I'm picking 18, 130. 18, 130. Okay, so our 18 is the x and our 130 is the y. Okay, so we're putting these guys, the coordinate of x and y and the slope, into the equation of line formula. So equation of line formula is y equals mx plus b. Okay, so what we do is when we have y in this equation, we put 130 there. When we have m, we put 6 there. And when we have x, we put 18 there. Okay, so that we can use it to determine the b. Okay, so let's do that. 130 equals 6, that's our m, in bracket. So let's put that x in bracket, 18, then plus b. And so we have 130 equals to 6 times 18, that's going to give us 108. 108 plus b. So we collect like terms. 108 will come to the left hand side and to become 130 minus 108 equals b. So 130 minus 108, that will give us 22. 22 equals b. So our b is 22. Okay, now our step 2, we've been able to get the y-intercept to be 22. So our gradient at the slope, that is 6, and our y-intercept is 22. So we're going to use these two values to actually write down our equation of line H. Okay, so let's see how we can do this. Okay, our slope m is 6 and our y-intercept b is 22. So we are going to put these two values into equation of line formula, which is y equals mx plus b. Okay, so anywhere you see m, you're going to put 6 there, and anywhere you see b, you're going to put 22 there. And so our equation of line H will now be y equals 6x plus 22. Okay, that's a good one. Now we have arrived at somewhere. So, but we are not done yet. So this equation we have here now is the equation of line H. So equation of line H, y equals 6x plus 22. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do now is, if you look at the question here, line K is the result of translating line H down 5 units. So let's try to interpret that. So it simply means that if we need to get the equation of line K, all we need to do is to remove 5 units. So we're going to remove 5. That's the meaning. Okay, so anytime you get the word down, it means you're removing 5. But if it is up that is there, you're adding 5. So because we have down here, we'll remove 5. Okay, so equation of line K. So that's what we want to determine now. So all you need to write is, you write y equals to 6x plus 22, and then you're going to remove 5 units. So you say minus 5. So that's all you need to do, minus 5. And so you're going to have y equals 6x then plus 17. You see that? Okay, now we are almost done. We just determined the equation of line K. Yeah, we're making progress. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to make use of this equation to actually get our s-intercept. Okay, how do we get the s-intercept? This is the good part, the simplest part. Okay, so please pay attention. Okay, to get the s-intercept can be obtained when y is equals to 0. If you want to get the s-intercept, that will happen when y is equals to 0. Okay, that is the only time that we're going to get our s-intercept. So let's see. So put in the value of 0 into the position of the y, and so we have 0 equals to 6x plus 17. So we collect like terms. This guy goes to the left, and we have 0 minus 17 equals 6x. So minus 17 equals 6x. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do now is to divide both sides by 6 so that we can eliminate the 6 beside the x. Divide both sides by 6. So 6 cancels 6. And so we have minus 17 over 6 equals to x. So our x is minus 17 over 6. Okay. Now let's write down the coordinate. You remember that before we get this s-intercept, our value of y is 0. So the way to write that, if we're going to write out the coordinate, is going to be s comma y. So our s is this value that we have gotten, that is minus 17 over 6 comma, and then the y that we make use of is actually 0, so we're going to write comma 0. So this is our final answer. Okay, so a takeaway from this: anytime they ask you to find the s-intercept, you make y to be 0. If they ask you to find the y-intercept, you make x the 0. Okay, you've gotten that. Well done, you've done a fantastic job. Well done.